welcome to Rollfair, a D&D podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. You may notice we have something a little different. We are recording our 100th episode tonight, and we decided to add some music to the dynamic, so we're excited for that, and hopefully you are too. But as always, we will introduce ourselves. I am Devin, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan. I'm playing Alton, or Rosu, the Tiefling Warlock.
Is that what you call yourself these days? I forget all your aliases.
Yeah, that's the one I picked for Kashako.
Gotta remember that.
I'm Rosu.
I know, write it down.
Okay.
I'm Brad playing Arden the Wizard.
I'm Kayla playing Gaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
I'm Austin, playing Sheru the Turtle. I'm
Ben, playing Reyna, the Human Ranger.
I'm Sarah, I'm playing Asar, the Fire Genasi Sorcerer.
Perfect. So last time, when the party was floating down the Mai Shande, they are traveling on the Riddling Sphinx, a ship that the Orun Izorm chartered for them to get them out of Nalia, and they are headed for Kashako. While on the river, they were attacked by a group of Marrow that nearly took poor Sheru to the depths of the river. But one of the crew members... Bad plan, yes, bad plan. One of the crew members of the Riddling Sphinx was taken...
Just as good as all of our plans.
I don't know, some plans have gone better. I mean, the... what's that one place you guys went to?
The Zumaji Inn?
Zumaji? Yeah, that plan was almost flawless. It was awesome. But anyway, one of the crew members was taken into the depths by the Marrow, and Raynor was unable to save them. And they have now been floating down the river and, discussing among themselves. And the captain, Menakahi, mentioned to Raynor, almost in passing, it seems, that he still has a sister. So that's where we're picking up with the party just having this discussion.
Raynor just, he hears this, and he's just like, I appreciate your kind of amicable, just offering of familial friendship or whatever you're doing here, but I assure you that it is not needed.
I assure you it was not an offering of familial friendship. I really don't give a damn. But you do still have a sister.
What's your sister's name?
Yes, sibling relations and all of the backtracking. Let's see, the parents' names, the grandparents, oh, wait.
What?
That's a bit
What
much.
is wrong with you?
But good information. A bit much right now. Just getting the sister's name would be fantastic.
I'm gonna be honest, if this is a joke, this is in very, very poor taste.
Let me show you. And as she sees you getting frustrated, she removes her hat that she's been wearing, essentially like a bandana, and you see what stood before you as a tall Yabankichi woman morphs into a Kubimaji Tabaxi, and tall lioness figure, golden fur, all up and down her body. You see white eyes, lines just beneath her eyes that remind you of someone you knew from your past. And
magnificent.
She looks at you, and she says, I know your sister is alive.
Is that more of like a stepsister or something? She doesn't look very much like her.
Listen, if you are giving me some false sense of hope, I will... Oh gosh, you will rue the day. You will... It's not possible.
It is possible. And I can tell you why. I am the daughter of Mlizit, and I know that he saved your sister in the desert. I know you are a Latigo. Your shelled friend over there has a loud mouth.
I am so
And my
sorry.
friends here have keen ears.
This is why I.
He could have been lying.
Or
I know
stupid.
he's
He's
not.
that too.
I am not stupid. I am.
Raynor, are you okay?
You know, I thought I was okay. This is. Oh God, my world is kind of crashing at the
Your
moment.
sister, her name is Trini, is it not?
Yes.
I have
Yes.
never met her myself, but I know my father has talked of her in his role as the trainer of your family. And my real name, if I can find it, I don't remember where I put it.
It's been a minute, has it?
It has been a minute. Oh, shoot.
You can't throw.
Everybody's
Also,
got a
this
mind
might happen
palace.
to you.
Ah, I found it.
Oh, I always know what my name is. Just if everybody else
My real
knows
name
it.
is Andayul. And I was a small cub when your family was killed. But
Gosh.
for what you did for my crew, for what you tried to do for the one who we lost, I will do what I can for you.
I appreciate it. I'll admit my head's in a bit of a spin after that.
I understand. Understand this, I still don't really care for talking, and I'm not interested in having a relationship or being close friends, but
That's perfectly fine with me. I had no interest in being close friends with any of these people anyway, so. Well, these people, yes.
I was going to be
I'm
a
talking
bit
about the
offended
people.
there for a moment.
No, I am actually still a little bit ticked off at the two of you for just speaking up when I've kind of told you not to.
That is my bad. I am sorry.
Perhaps a good thing may come of this, but I mean, for all we know, this they've been trying to kill any surviving members of my family, if there were any, and as far as I was aware, I was the last one for years now. That could have been something that you could have essentially led me to my death, and still, I am still not entirely trustworthy. Knowing names, knowing appearances, this other stuff, it could be just a trap for me. I don't know. And I've spent this long surviving, and I don't intend on going down now. But if she is alive, I am quite just relieved, afraid. I don't know. Part of me feels awful because I didn't know. I couldn't do anything.
well, this is Judar that speaks up. Well, Raynor, how could you have known? It's not like you were able to know if she lived. I know the story of your family as Diul has told me. Me and my brother have scars too. Don't blame yourself for something that you had no control over.
Well, all I know is that until I see her safe again, I'm going to blame myself for every minute I'm not there.
Well, your family put their trust in a good man. Mlezit made sure she was taken care of. He still lives.
Well, if anyone was to keep us safe in my absence, it would be him. I basically learned everything I knew from the man.
And on the Yule. Sorry, I'm still learning the name myself. On Diul, she says, we can take you to my father sometime. But I don't think now is the time. I think right now you need to focus on your friends, and we will not be traveling south for a while, but we will be here for you if you need us. You've done us a great service, and we will pay that forward.
How will I find you? How will I know? Is there any information you can give me before we
Certainly.
depart? Because I just...
My father and my pride, they are near the Tomb Valley. The humans call it Kavonde La Kuachanga.
What?
KAVONDE space LA space KUACHANGA.
Cavorting chimichanga.
Level 3.
Dang it. We'll never get to level 5.
Oh, you'll never get to level 4. Again.
Again. It's the highest level character I've ever had.
But we set up a home there after your family was overthrown, and it's a simple life. We still interact with some members of the Undigen herd, but we keep to ourselves, and humans don't stray there. Go ahead and make a history check for me with advantage.
You said it in time.
It's true.
It's true.
We have it recorded.
True.
Let's check the playback.
I was just going to say that.
It's like
Official review.
Yeah. Did she say guidance fast?
Gosh, come on. This thing's not...
She said it within 0.05 seconds.
Just wondering, if multiple people cast guidance on the same person, can they get like 3d4s?
No.
No,
Does
I
not
think
stack.
it literally
okay.
says, yeah.
Yeah,
it
what
doesn't
if
stack.
the gods hate each other and then it's like one's negating the other?
That's a 22.
22? Okay. So you know that Kavonde La Kuachanga is an old burial place of the T'Chawi Empire. It specifically is the burial place for the first dynasty. And they it's been unused for a very long time, and even when the Yavankichi came and invaded, it's a well-known site and would have generally been a great place for grave robbers, but it has been under the influence of monstrous creatures for a time, and so humans don't stray near there at all out of fear. So to have them set up their home so close to it is actually a relatively smart move, since humans tend to hunt down these tabaxi, the Kubimaji, and enslave them. So they're able to protect their pride that way.
Well, listen, if anyone needs me, I'll be down below. And just, Reyna kind of just shuts off and disappears down below deck.
All during this conversation, I'm waving a bottle back and forth out of my bag, trying to get Rainer's attention. And of course, he's
Completely, just
Yeah.
nothing. No response.
Maybe we have been a little callous in our magic using and learned in just
You think?
our mouth.
Well, I mean, I know I talked too much earlier. Honestly, I don't know. Usually I'm better at keeping my mouth shut, but sometimes I just can't.
Are you?
I
In the
think-
entire time I've known you, you haven't been able to keep one secret.
What? I've kept plenty of secrets.
Really? Name one.
Well, you see. No.
He still has the book that I can't read.
Yeah, because we all know the best way to keep a secret is to write it down
It
where it can be
is.
found later.
It is very effective.
Asa is going to confront the captain and just kind of cross her arms and just sort of look at her very suspiciously like, when was the last time you actually saw Rainer's so-called sister?
Never seen her in my life.
Insight check.
Okay.
7.
Seems like she's telling the truth.
And how do you know that she lives?
My father.
When was the last time you saw him?
Oh, maybe a couple of years ago.
So you have no guarantee that she is actually still safe.
It's highly unlikely that she's dead.
We know that. Actually, I don't know. This place that you're keeping her down south. Where down south?
Oh, she doesn't stay with my family.
Then where does she stay? How do you know that she is safe if she doesn't stay with your family?
Because my father took her somewhere. Made sure she was safe. And then made out his own way back to our bride.
Well,
What does that even mean? Made
these
sure that
people
she's
are
safe.
hunting them, then how do you know they didn't, find her eventually? Like,
I don't.
Where could you go that would be perfectly 100% safe?
Well, all I know, and I don't know these people well, I don't interact with them, but my father had connections with people that are good at hiding. They are known as the people of the sand. At least that's what we call them.
The sand people.
No, the people of the sand.
I mean, same thing.
No, it's not. But he took them there, took Trini there, made sure she was safe, and departed to live his life.
Would Asa know anything about the people of the sand? Are these famous
Make
people?
a history check.
Insight.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Oh, sorry, not insight. I meant to say guidance.
Oh, I see.
I was giving you guidance. Sorry.
Giving you insight.
So that is 16.
16. So there are rumors and tales that sometimes drift around from people who travel the deserts of a group of people. Most of the time they are almost like ghost stories or stories of that are meant to invoke fear of people who snatch people from the desert roads and they're never seen again.
So the people of the sand kidnap wayward travelers.
That's the ghost stories. In some of your reading that you've read, you understand that this is a very reclusive group of Earth Genasi, who primarily keep to themselves, but there is the occasional story that you've read where they are there to like help rescue travelers who've gotten lost or who are dying. But most of the tales that are told about them are kind of a boogeyman type story.
So, just to recap here, you've never actually seen Raina's sister, only stories and she's with a mythological group of people of the sand, which also you don't know the location of and never seen.
That's about right.
And you've decided that it would be in the best interest of our mental health to relay this essentially rumor that would, potentially break our beloved party member.
Well, I must say, I did tell you at the very beginning that I really didn't care. But
Right.
what I do care about is that Raynar tried to save my crew.
And you wanted to break him. Nice.
What I was trying to do was letting him know that his sister still lives. And
Supposedly.
people from
In your
his past-
fantasy.
You can believe what you want. I'm just here to take you to Kashako.
We'll
What
we'll
you
have
choose
to
to do after
investigate
this is not my concern.
later, but maybe don't blow up this ship like you did the island. When we,
After about 2
your
minutes.
temper got raised a little bit, and so I wanted to make sure that I can't swim, so I just wanted to make sure we're good.
Brogram kind of speaks up. That was you guys that blew up the island?
Well,
Well, you're talking about Karatu Khalifa, right?
yeah, that was her.
I think, it's
No,
just
no,
lit-
it
I
was-
think we lit the fuse. I don't know if we actually blew it up.
Well, it was pretty blown up to me.
That was the wild magic, though, wasn't it?
You don't mess with us.
No, that was us. We're super powerful.
That's what I said.
We're invincible.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But
I saw what
Look at that
happened
last
to the
battle.
turtle.
Well, not sure, but like, look at
I
me.
mean,
didn't
I-
get
I-
a single hurt, single
This is the
scratch.
second time I owe my life to a chosen of Juanabi, so I mean, I'm very grateful to you, Asaf, for saving my life, because I would have been gator meat, well, I guess crocodile meat, gators aren't here. Anyways,
Turtle soup.
turtle soup. So, I thank
Very
you, Asaf,
watered
for saving
down
me.
turtle soup.
Yes.
After about 2 minutes of Asar getting pissy, I get irritated and bored, and I go down below deck to try to find Raynor.
Irritated and bored.
It's not hard to find him. It's a small ship.
There's not a lot of below deck, is there?
No.
I think you think better with a bottle of this.
Probably. Just give me the bottle. Don't talk too loud.
Gladly. Are you alright?
I was.
You have an advocate on deck trying to stand up for the injustices that have happened to you over the past 5 minutes, in case you're interested.
Well, you can relay to them that it is much appreciated. I don't care if it was good news. I was seconds away from throwing that damned captain overboard.
I don't recommend throwing a captain overboard. That tends to
It's few.
not make friends, but
We figure it out. We always do.
you're not wrong there either. So what are we gonna do about it? Do you know?
I mean, there's part of me that wants to go running after this lead, just ditch everything and head off to Cavon de la Quachanga, but I just if what she's saying is true and she's just not with Malazit, it might be another wild goose chase to who knows where. And I don't know how long this will take. I know we have other business, we have other responsibilities. If Malazit really was responsible for her safety, really is responsible for her being alive, I can trust he knew what he was doing, and I can trust that she is safe somewhere for the time being. I don't want to leave this sitting for long, as you could understand.
Yes, considering what happened last time when we got distracted with my side quests.
Yeah, there's so many things seem to... Oh gosh, this world is just not done kicking me in the shitter, is it?
No. No, I don't know that it ever is. Well, go ahead and drink until you know things.
Yeah, I'm gonna, you know...
Drink until you know a thing.
I'm gonna force myself into a nap here, so...
That's fair. The bottle's yours. Good luck.
I appreciate it.
So, as Raynor drifts into a drunken sleep, what do the rest of you do?
Should we write down what we shouldn't say? Would that help?
You shouldn't.
I shouldn't?
No.
No.
I don't know if that's really been helping.
I need a list. Like, I can't say Latigo. Can't say
You can't do magic.
that Asar is royal. Can't say that... Oh, wait, I shouldn't say
he
this.
shouldn't do magic. Not that he can't do magic, but
I mean, there's magic hunters, right? So we probably should be more careful again.
One thing that you do know, just kind of, I maybe haven't explained this perfectly, most of the people who don't support just casting magic in general, it's not always looked on with kindness in many places in the T'Chawi regions, but it's primarily regulated and punished in the south.
Mm.
So I wasn't perfectly clear on that
Ah.
before. So, but mostly where you guys are at now, some people might get upset about it, but it's not as punished or.
But it's usually royalty, and
Priest.
yeah, the priests, basically those that are dragonborn or like
Yeah,
that
those
actually
who
are
are affluent or
yeah.
clerics.
It's still regulated, just not like as much.
Yeah, it's not easy to get into.
Yes.
But it is not punished like it is in the south.
Okay.
Where Asar is from, it's very, very punished.
Okay. Good.
I should say that region.
Then we've been lucky. Good thing we're not in the south.
Yet.
Yeah.
So as you guys are discussing, Judar comes up to Asar. What are you doing at this point?
If we weren't doing anything, I was gonna go down below deck with Reyna.
Okay. Judar, as you and the captain kind of storm off from each other, Judar comes over to you and says, Asar, can I have a word?
You've had 2. Do you want some more?
Well, yes. Please sit down. I'd like to share something with you. Any motions for you to just sit in, next on one of the railings, away from everyone else. And he looks at you and he says, I have known Mena on Dayul for a long time, going on 10 years. And she comes off as someone who seems to not care, but I assure you she cares a mighty deal. And I could tell that you are frustrated, and I could understand why. There are people that I love dearly. There is a woman in Nalia that I'd like to make my bride, but I don't have the money for it yet, and I'd like to go north, away from all of this chaos of killing that happens in northern and southern T'Challa, but I'll get there eventually. But the reason I bring this up is, even though she seems cold, it's because she has fought through much, and you may not know it, but she actually loves the Latigo family because of her father. And what she did was meant as a kindness, not as a cruelty or a slight. It was her way of showing great respect for Raynor for trying to save her family, this crew. And she's not one to speak well with words. And so she hides behind a cold facade so that people don't see her true feelings. But just remember that. And what she really said, though coming from 10 years of experience with her, she saved my life. That displacer beast that got me, I was going after my brother, who was taken by a witch who killed his mother, our mother. And I went to save him, and we got him out, and she sent her beasts after us, and she saved us. And her father as well. And we've been traveling with her ever since. And she, although you may not see it by her words, I guarantee you she has given her loyalty to each of you, especially to Raynor, for what he did. She will be loyal to you forever. In as much as you don't, try and kill one of us.
Asaz just sort of nods her head. Well, thank you for the insight. I'll take it under consideration, because even good intentions can have negative impact.
Have you ever done anything that's been good intentioned and had negative impact?
Too many to count.
Take that into consideration too. No one is perfect.
Yes, wise words from a wise man.
Oh, thank you. I am very wise. Also, you won't find a more humble person on this ship, or probably in northern Tajawa for that fact.
No, not at all.
In all reality, when I asked you to be my sister the other day, I meant that. You guys could be part of our family. Each of you, sisters and brothers, in spirit and soul. And we've fought and bled with you, and we'd have you on the ship again.
Fantastic. Do sisters and brothers in body and soul get any sort of discount for next time?
I'm sure. I'm not the one who makes that call.
All right.
I'll put it up to the captain, though.
Okay.
I'll take it into consideration.
I'll take it
How
into
about that?
consideration. Very good. All right. Well, thank you. It was a pleasure speaking with you, but I want to see how my friend is doing.
I understand. Go tend to him. I think your Pakigua friend has already seen to him, though. When you see that Mossy comes up the deck from below.
So are you done pissing off the lady in authority? Again?
I have that effect on people.
Seems as though. Well, he's sleeping right now. I don't know that there's much you can do.
Well, there's nothing much I can do up here either. Might as well be down there.
Fair enough.
You could row on an oar. Raynor was doing that, and then now he's gone.
No, I think it's my turn. It's alright.
Okay. She's a good Pakigua.
Indeed.
You know she is a good Pakigua.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
I said she's good.
I don't
She is a
know
good
how much
Pakigua.
that means coming from you.
But I wouldn't say certain words or she'll kick you and
Well, that's why I
Fly
called
your
her a
face up.
Pakigua.
yeah, that's is that what?
You're an imbecile if you called her something else. She comes from the dangerous jungle. You don't piss off the dangerous jungle people.
I like you.
I like me too.
Is there any time for shore leave after, We hit the land. Do you have an evening?
Well, I would, but my heart is spoken for.
Oh, just a drink.
Oh, just a drink, of course, anytime.
Wonderful. I'd love to take you out.
Just for a drink.
Just for a drink.
My heart is spoken for.
I don't know that precludes anything, but if you insist, I'll make my way over to the door.
But you could always try my brother.
Oh, good. Well noted. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think, unless anyone else has anything they want to do, we'll end the session there.
Yeah, I'll just say, just as Saw goes downstairs.
Okay,
and
yeah, we'll end with that. Go ahead and...
she sees him passed out drunk on the floor.
Hasn't been that long. Maybe
Actually, I'm
5
not
minutes or 10 minutes or so.
passed out yet.
Oh.
You can see that. So Raina is kind of just on a bunk. Bottle is half empty at this point, and he is kind of just. You see him with a case, like a scroll case in his hand that has several jewels on the front, and he's got his hand on one of them, and he's just kind of staring off into space, almost as if he's listening to just something that you can't hear, which he is. He's essentially listening to kind of that recording in the gem from his father once more. After a minute or so, you see him kind of take his hand off of it and then put it back on, take another drink, a very deep drink. And it's just kind of just a, how would I say it, kind of like almost a crumbling stone-walled disposition.
So Asa just slowly walks up to him, doesn't really say much, and just starts to just gently rub the small of his back. And then just sort of whispers sweet nothings, like, it will be all right. We'll get through this. You are not alone. Just over and over. And I'll do that until he falls asleep.
Okay. Sounds good. We will end the session there. Thanks for listening.
If you like listening to Rollfair, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Also check out our merch store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.